Hey, Mike Aguilera here. And so you came across something that said your business warning. Now, you were curious, you clicked on the link or the QR code, and you ended up here. And right now you're sitting there and you're wondering and judging, is this going to be worth your time? Am I actually going to say anything that's going to make a difference in your business, your life, and your future wealth? Well, why don't you stay with me a couple minutes? But I promise you're going to be looking for a pen and paper really soon. Now, if you're brand new to me, hey, hang on tight and I'll tell you a little bit about me before you judge and don't go anywhere. But I have printed out a whole bunch of pictures for you. And this is what hard work kind of seems to look like today. It's when the system is broken and the owner feels like they are just running on a hamster wheel. So, my question for you is, have you ever felt like you're running a hamster wheel, or do you feel like you're running on a hamster wheel right now? Now, this is how I felt every single day. I felt like, is this what business really has to be like? Like working harder isn't the answer. But I felt like every dollar I was going to get, like I was going to be in a big rat trap. Now, why did I do this as your business warning? Well, you see, I've been studying analytics, trends, patterns, behaviors, habits, and recessions for a long time. And we are at a critical point. If you look right now, the market pressure in housing is changing. Now, I don't know about where you live, but here in New Jersey, and I have clients all over the United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and all over the globe. And no matter where you're looking, you are seeing a new type of pressure that's coming into the world for business owners just like you. Now, I work with over 120 different industries specializing in business owners that wear boots. A whole lot of blue collar plumbers, HVAC, electricians, drain, pest control, contractors, roofers, garage door. So these trends and what I'm sharing with you right here is going to be mission critical for you, not only to survive, but to win in from now till 2030. Now, if you look at the consumer confidence is a pattern that shows how confident is pretty much the human race and what are they buying today. And when consumer confidence is down, it makes it a lot harder on your business to grow it, scale it, make more profit, and get to financial peace. Now, I was looking at the foreclosures and recessions. And if you're watching anything, foreclosures are going up and we have a lot of recessionary indicators. How do I know? Because I printed out a chart for you. And this is the last 6 US recessions that we have, with one of the last ones being the COVID recession. Now, I know, hang tight. I know everybody's like, I did good in COVID, but did you do good when COVID first hit? Or you started to learn good when there was this bent up demand that got thrown into the market? See, everybody did good once because the homeowners and people in business, they weren't buying. So there was a lot of money stored up and time stored up. And then all of a sudden the world felt safe and boom, guess what? A lot of money came in the market. Pretty much even a crappy business owner could do good. But if you look at the recessions from here, from 1980 to you got another one in the 90s, 2001. And what about the one in 2008, from 2007 to 2009, which a lot of our indicators today, stay with me, are showing very similar signs to 2008. Now, I'm not here to scare you because if you stay with me, you're going to want a note and a pen and notepad. I am going to give you strategies. This is, I'm going to challenge by saying this is going to be hands down one of the most powerful videos you've ever watched for strategies and tactics. Because I'm not just going to give you the alarming information. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you the business warning signs without giving you strategies. I know that's what a lot of the gurus do. They give you the warning, they try to scare the crap out of you, and then they're like, let me sell you something. Well, that's not going to happen here. Now, I ran a chart here to show about the market share window. And if you look at here, we have a couple things, right? We have from market share to these AI systems, and AI, as much fun as you're having with your ChatGPT and stuff, that is causing some turbulence that you may not even be aware of. Now, there's also owner discipline and there's market pressure. And there is market pressure. So, hey, you're probably wondering who's this guy, Mike, and how have I earned the right to talk to you? And why the heck should you stay with me till the end of this video? Well, you see, I was a struggling electrical contractor for many years. I worked 10 years driving in my own truck for my own company, crawling in attics and crawl spaces, sniffing lots of cat litter boxes, and digging lots of trenches. And I did residential, commercial, industrial, and I struggled. I mean, I did Wendy's, TGI Fridays, big and tall, $1 million industrial plants, and I did a lot of roughing in homes. And I felt like, even though I owned my own business, I felt like I was working for the contractors and the general contractors. I never felt like I was getting the reward. Finally, I figured it out. I had to make a big change. Why? Because I did not want to miss every single thing in my family's life. I figured it out and I started studying marketing and sales and operations and systems. And I started investing in people way smarter than me to teach me. And what happened? That's what happened. I built a service company from 2 trucks to 165 trucks, from a handful of employees to over 200 employees. We were tracking over 32 million, heading for 40 million in 2017. I had my business run over 5 years without me even having an office and having to show up every single day. Now, I know you're probably saying, okay, I still don't know Mike enough. Prove to me more. Well, let me prove it to you. You see, in 2017, when I sold, there was a moment right before I sold where I was annoyed at the gurus, the experts, and the suit and ties out there in the world. You see, the suit and ties were standing on stage telling you, grind it out and do this and do that, and what I did 50 years ago. So in 2014, before I sold, I made a decision. I was going to single handedly change an industry, the blue collar industry, unlike anybody has done before. And I created a best practice organization. And before you know it, from 2014 to 2020, I was coaching over 1,000 business owners. That's right, 1,000. I had well over 20,000 different tradespeople come through our trainings. We were running 35 3-day training events a year, trainings on sales and operations, leadership, how to answer the phone, and everything in between. And the result was that from that was I created more decamillionaires, business owners than anybody I know. As of date, over 150 plus have exited their company. Now, I'm not here to tell you to exit your company because those are the only ones that exited. I've also worked with generational companies, generational owners, fourth generation, fifth generation, that they're never going to sell. They just want to have freedom and they want to go from chaos to certainty. And maybe that's resonating with you. I sold that best practice organization in 2020 to move to help business owners with life, business, and wealth by design. Because you could have the greatest business in the world, but if you destroy your health and you destroy your life and you miss everything with your family and you never build wealth while you struggle in your business, one day you'll wake up and say, was that worth it? Now, I did go on just to build a little bit more credibility and authority before I give you massive value. And this is the massive value I'm going to give you. I know I could have wowed you with a fancy PowerPoint slideshow and videos with AI stuff. I decided to print out all these sheets myself to show you so I can keep your attention. And while you're writing down, you can be answering questions to help yourself go to the next level. Yes, I've written over 28 books. You could go on Amazon and buy those today. I've written books from Why Your Business Sucks or Why Your Plumbing Business Sucks, all the way up to The Money Cure, and from leadership to sales and everything in between. And yes, okay, so I know you're like Mike enough. I get it. You're a pro. But let me just make one more point. I mean, they had me on the front of PHC magazine. I spoke at some of the largest electrical trade organizations, the Wet Show, and Mitsubishi, and they had me on stage traveling all over the globe, speaking to thousands and thousands of people. And a lot of those gigs, they were paying me over $35,000 an hour just for the value I would bring. But hang on, I know the world is filled with all these people saying, oh, yeah, well, I coach boot wearing business owners and I coach blue collar. You see, I didn't become blue collar, I was born blue collar. This is my dad right over here, and that's me right there, circled. And I was born into a blue collar family. My dad was a Mason and he taught me how to work hard, how to focus, and how to be an incredible leader. Now, it didn't all take off right away as soon as I started my own business. I mean, that's what I look like. I looked kind of like a criminal. That's me wiring. I'm probably about 16 years old. You see, I've been on my own since I'm 15. When you're on your own at 15, you learn what it takes to win or you're going to lose. Now, I did grow my team into a very professional team. We even had a full training facility inside our building. And I'm not here to impress you because look, I've had bad days too. That's a truck, a brand new Sprinter. Did you ever experience this? Was crashed into by an Army tractor trailer on the New Jersey Turnpike. You can't even make that up. But why am I here doing this video to serve you, to give you this business warning that change has to happen? And I'm going to give you strategies. And those of you that wait, you are going to get strategies you've never heard before. I'm not going to keep anything from you. Now, why are we even doing this? Why do I want to help you? Well, you see, this is my beautiful wife and I, about 15 years old. We're still together today, and it's over 4 decades. So, not only did I learn how to scale and exit empire sized business, I learned how to do it and enjoy my family along the way. That's my beautiful daughter right there, my beautiful wife. And yes, oh, over here, we were petting little baby pigs. You know why? Because we learned how to get to a stage of life where you have what you desire and may not even know yet: financial peace. Now, what makes Food Dog Group and Mike Agliaro different than any other organization out there? Well, you see, we have special systems, proprietary systems to help you. All the way from here, I know it's hard to read these, but we have specific life wheels to dial in and find out where your life might be off and holding you back a little bit from scaling right here your business. And every one of these brackets on the business wheel is something that you need to dial in on, that we have a system for you. I'm going to give you some of those systems today. And then from there, you can get to the wealth wheel. But you cannot ever build wealth if you don't have a wealth system. That's why we say life, business, and wealth by design. Say it inside your mind: life, business, and wealth by design. Now, we have systems here. We have systems that we call the Food Dog Powers to help you understand your own mind, how to take action, how to hold yourself accountable, and how to get results faster than you've ever had before. And we have our specific Parthenon theory, where we will teach you leadership, sales. We will teach you marketing. We'll teach you SOPs. We'll teach you recruiting so you're no longer struggling. But a lot of people out there today are trying to help people win in business without even telling them where they're at in the business life cycle. You see, we have a business life cycle where we can identify exactly where you're at in your business. See, we're not a one-trick pony organization, and I'm going to prove that to you in a minute. Stay with me. I'm going to show you stuff that you're going to write down and you could implement right after this video. You see, people out there are teaching and they're trying to make it sound like every strategy. But can I call a spade here? You cannot put $100 million company strategies into a two, three, five, or $500,000 company. That's sure to be a destruction for you. Doing the right things at the wrong time. And there's so many gurus and experts out there today say, oh, do this with your price book and do this with your marketing and do billboards and wrap your truck. But if you're doing 500,000, you can go broke listening to these strategies that are good at a moment, but maybe not in your moment of business. All right, stay with me. Let's launch it. I'm going to go into rapid fire strategies. And these strategies are built so you do not have to be worried from now to 2030, so you can scale your company. Now, in the end, when I'm done sharing all these strategies, something will happen for you. I promise. One thing will happen is you'll be emailing us and you're going to say, Mike, thank you. I needed that. It changed the way I'm looking at business and life. Some of you, you're going to fill out a calendar invite and you're going to want to get on with me and you're going to want me and my organization to be your one on one coach so we could remove the pain and suffering and get your business and your life and your wealth to the level that you want. And some of you, well, maybe you're just going to take the strategies and you're going to start watching and following us all over social media. Strategy number one, you must have a solid guarantee that makes you very different than everyone else in your market. A lot of companies, and I had equity in over 7 different companies just a couple years ago. And the first thing I would do when I go into the company is I would say, what are your guarantees and your warranties? And they would say, oh, I got a 1 year warranty in this. And I said, how is that competitive? What made it different? Can you show me your warranties? And they never pull out a document that looks like a certificate like this, which will raise your conversion, raise your average, and it will make your organization extremely different. Let me read one of these. I mean, one of these is, first time fix guarantee. It means if we don't fix it the first time, there's an incentive for you. We're going to make it right. This one had same day service guarantee. It also had training excellence guarantee. So you can go and build your guarantees so you can have a competitive advantage in the market today so you do not have to worry about your business tomorrow. Now, a lot of you, let's face it, there's marketing and sales and operations. There's a point where you have to do the physical work. And make sure that you send me a message on either Facebook and tell me what you do. I can't give a model for all 120 organizations and types of businesses and niches we work with, because we work with plumbing and heating and cooling and HVAC guys and electricians. We also work with marketing agencies, mattress store owners, IT companies, cybersecurity companies, and everywhere in between. But if you do sell something that you have to go back and install, you want an installation readiness sheet. This is a sheet. I know you're starting, you said in the beginning you were wondering if you were going to stay with me the whole time. Now you're pulling over your truck. Please be safe. And you're taking notes. And I know you're getting strategies you could implement. And it's less than 1% of the companies that ever have these in place. But this one talks about how to even prepare your home to save you time, energy, and money. Because I don't know if you're some kind of contractor or pest control, how many times have you went to a house, you had to move your van because they had to get out of the driveway, or all of a sudden the dog runs out of the house, or the dog's trying to bite your leg. When you have this sheet, this is the sheet we give all our clients. You will save time, energy, money. Your profitability will grow. Are you tracking with me? Give me a boom. Yes? All right, fist bump. Boom. All right, the next thing is what makes you different? And you might go, oh, we're in business this long, we have these skills. But do you have a sheet? Do you have a sheet that tells everybody how you are different? You see this sheet right here? What we did was we gave, if the customer did not say yes to us in the moment, and what a yes, if they don't say yes, it's just not yet, it's not a no. We need to give them something to help them compare us against somebody else. Otherwise, someone comes after you, and guess what? They're like, oh, I think I remember what they did. But when you have this sheet, they can track right here what's different about the competitors. It also has everything that you do. Can I get a boom number 2 for you for that strategy? You can build a strategy like this tonight, print it out tomorrow, implement it into your company, and raise your average, your conversion, your profitability, and scale your company. Now, I learned along the way, as you are growing, no matter if you have 150 employees or 200 like me, or you're just one and you're getting ready to hire your second employee, you may want to know how to build a strategic bonus program. So many people are confused out there today, business owners. How do I pay? How do I give a bonus? Do I do it on commission only? And a lot of people, you're trying to follow what other people did when there might be a trap for you, right? Commission only might make sense, but guess what? If you're looked as an organization that takes advantage of homeowners, you could end up on Channel 7 News. Now, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm saying there is a strategy that when you have the program, the understanding, you can implement it in a 2-person company or an over 200 company. Now, these strategies, yes, they were good when I sold my company in 2017. But you see, when I sold my company in 2017 and I started coaching 1,000 business owners, I went and made every strategy even better. And when I sold that company in 2020, I went behind closed doors to show that I could help a business owner with the greatest strategies and tactics grow a company faster than anybody else on the planet. Now, I know why you're sitting there, and can you handle more strategies? Give me a yes. Okay. I know you're saying, well, wait, Mike, why don't I see you on all the big stages today? You see, I made a decision. I wanted to work with less and make them wealthy and successful instead of standing on big stages where everybody claps for days. You lose time from your family, and then you go back in the hopes of one idea that you might implement at the wrong time. So I changed my complete model in view on how I could help business owners quicker. And we can do that and start tomorrow if you want. Now, we are in a world where people are trained how to use strategic coupons and discounts, right? And when you have that, because they're getting it from Costco and Lowe's and BJ's and Walgreens, they're getting all these incentives. But a lot of you business owners, you've never created an incentive sheet. Now, every one of these strategies I'm sharing with you has a back end theory, philosophy, and way to implement. I'm giving you the high level view to get you to say, hey, you can do some of this. But some of you watching this, you're going to want to get on our calendar and work with us so I could teach you the inner strategies. Now, our organization is not filled with 50 coaches. We are a boutique organization. That means we're very specific. We look for really good, caring family people that deserve to be successful and don't want to be swallowed in the crowd. They don't want to hang around dancing at big events. They just want the support. They want to grow their company and their life, and they want to spend all the extra time with their family. And that's who we work with today. Now, the next one, this coupon strategy right here, is how do you show people that you have over thousands of dollars? Now, it's not about the discount. Ready? It's about the education. The education, because they might save money on one thing, but they did not know. If you owned an electrical company, they may not know you do generators and surge protection. Now, my company, Gold Medal Service, we did plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, drain cleaning, 1-day bathroom solutions. We did well over millions in indoor air quality, millions in water filtration. We did restoration. We did at one time basement remodels, 1-day bathroom solutions, and everything. So I understand the model, the structure, and the positioning better than anybody in the market today. And I think by what I'm sharing, you're already seeing that because you're still watching this video. Now, a lot of people and companies today, they're spending so much money in the digital world. You're so pissed off at your agency. Give me a hand up if you're upset with the agency. You're like, they wine and dine me with SEO language and clicks and looks and this and that, and you're saying I'm spending thousands and thousands a month, but I'm not even getting the leads or the calls I need. So what we specialize in, and we are not an agency, we specialize in teaching you tactics and strategies that you can implement that cost $0. Like one of them is our referral program. Okay, the referral program, let me find it real quick for you. I put it back here. You can see me flipping through all these papers because I have so many strategies to share with you. So let me pull this one out. Ready? Boom. A simple referral program. You can take this card, you can make it in plastic. It's super cheap. You could give it to every customer. And who is the best referral? It's a customer that already loves you. And who has the highest average in conversion when you visit? It's the referral. So we have a strategy that allows your team to hand it out and feel great about it. Your clients and customers, how we leverage this referral program through simple text messages, through emails, through printed cards, through direct mail, and everything between. And we have the whole strategy that you can take and put in place. But you can do it today. You could decide right today, I want a card to deliver a referral program. Now, at this point, you're like, okay, Mike, you showed me so many strategies from now. You see, my goal was to get your attention by what to be aware of, but then solve your problem. Because no matter what you choose to do with me and Food Dog and our organization, there's one thing I know will be true. You will say, this video gave you more insight and value than anybody else. And when we give you that much value and insight, I hope that you will see yourself stepping forward in your mind to see if we're a solution and you want to jump on a no obligation call to see if you're a fit. You will never be sold. There's no big sales teams convincing you of anything. It would just be a phone call, and you could find the calendar link and click. It would just be a phone call to see, am I a fit for you? Are you a fit for us? And if not, we will serve you with solutions. But don't click on the calendar yet unless you want to, and then come back here. Now you're like, Mike, okay, you're giving me strategies. I can't even keep up now. Well, you can't keep up now because probably you don't know the best practice in recruiting. Now, I know there's a lot of gurus out there and they want to sell you their software system and their recruiting system and their direct mail system. I don't have those systems to sell you. I'm not selling you a software system. What I have is strategy, tactics. I have resources, tools, and trainings, and I have insight to give you where you're at in your business to move you forward faster. But I'm going to give you a strategy now. This one right here is one of my favorite lowest hanging fruit strategies. It is a recruiting card. Now, I've used this strategy myself in every single company. You print out this beautiful laminated card. The card is very strategic. It says, join the Food Dog Service team, live your life as a winner, which means if you work anywhere else, you are maybe a loser. I'm just kidding. Don't get your feathers ruffled here. But I've handed this card out and I've hired people through the Dunkin' Donuts window by using that card, from Houlihan's, from Applebee's, from home shows, from street fairs, even walking in the mall. I have handed that card and hired people. Why? Because everybody knows somebody good that's looking for an opportunity. Can I get a double boom? Yes. Can I get a double boom? All right. Excellent. Now, the other strategy, I didn't print out a sheet for you, is what's called a recruiting strategy where we do what's called hiring experiences, not job fair, not that crap. Hiring experiences where we teach you how to bring people in, raise their hand, filter them and sort them, shove them in a room, interview. The most I did was I interviewed 100 people in 1 hour, and it is the fastest, most efficient, strategic way. Matter of fact, one of my clients just said less than 6 months ago, he has an average of 75 great people showing up to every time he does this experience. Now I know, look, you're still hanging out with this tattoo guy, Mike, here, and I'm honored you're still with me. You're probably wondering, Mike, how did you learn all this stuff? Look, I'm not saying this to brag, but I have invested well over $5 million over the last 18 years to learn this. I've trained with the top experts and gurus. I trained with the highest level consultant on planet Earth, and I invested because I was tired of being average. And I knew if I did not learn how to do this game of business and life and wealth different, I was going to struggle. And I figured it out. And not only did I figure it out once and scale a huge, large service company tracking for 40 million and exiting where I signed my name and never went back the next day at one of the highest multiples known in that time, to then scaling one of the largest, best practice organizations on the planet and signing my name and leaving that company. And now, the last 6 years, I have been helping people reprogram their mind, their identity, and their skill sets in marketing, sales, operations, and systems so they can move fast. One of our clients, Rich, he just said the other day, he's only with us 6 months, and it looks like he's gonna 3 times his sales year over year. Now, look, I know you have a lot of people to pick from. There's a lot of coaches, a lot of organizations out there today. They're not all created equal, right? Some of them, the tattoo artists, you say, I want a lion. And maybe you save some money on that person, or you spend a lot and they promise you, but they just don't have the skill sets and the wisdom. And then other people, they actually are skilled. Now, I'm using a tattoo metaphor because I'm tattooing, you get the point. And I bet if you're nodding your head right now, I bet you've invested in some stuff and it looked like that jacked up lion. But I want to give you more strategies. I still have this to go through. So I hope you pulled over and you stopped and you told the kids and everybody to give you a little more time to listen to me. Are you getting massive value? If you are, feel free to find me on Facebook and private message me with a boom. I don't have anybody responding to that private message except me. And if you're at that point, you've already seen that we've shared more with you than maybe the last year of your organization or the last 20 times you met with your coach. Just feel free to go to the calendar link and pick a time and meet with me and see if we're a fit. Now, we have to talk a little bit about direct mail because it is one of the most affordable and strategic methods today to get leads, but people don't understand it. Why? They don't know how to design it properly. They don't know how to lay it out with the offers that make a difference. And they don't know how to send it. So they send just a postcard before an intro letter. There's a very strategic approach to picking the list. Now, I don't sell direct mail. I can't print it for you. I will guide you and give you models and templates like I'm going to show you that are proven to work. Now, how do I know they're proven to work? You see, I sent out more than 1 billion direct mail pieces over years, testing big, small, letters, handwritten, live stamp, lumpy with things in it, my name on the outside, the company name, coloring, highlighting things. And I dialed it down to the exact direct mail system that works like gangbusters. And we have that in our proprietary portal. And if we are a choice and you decide to choose us, I'm not here to convince you, but if you decide to walk towards us, we will show you how fast we could change your life. But you could take these strategies and build them today. The next one, I'm going to give you such a simple strategy. Look at this. This is a friends and family gift certificate. Now, this gift certificate could be for a tune-up, it could be a check, it could be for a consultation call, whatever you want to be. How much does this paper cost you? Nothing. How long to build it? Less than an hour today. Probably 10 minutes. I could build your version with you. It's one of the strategies we teach people we work with is how to put this friends and family certificate. Now, if you did a job for somebody and they love you, well, then their friends and family, there's a good chance they're going to buy from you too. Have you already gotten massive value from watching this video? Because my goal still stands true and I am not done yet. I have magic coming, even more magic for you. But Are you already seeing that you are missing maybe some strategies and tactics that are simple and efficient that you could put in? And if you think that's good, I'm just giving you a very little taste of what we do here at Food Dog Group. Now, one of the most areas, the areas that are lost, people don't understand how to do it, is to market in areas where no one else is. Yes, this is actually was in a Chinese newspaper. I had it transcribed, and this thing probably made me at least a $500,000 in money. Why? Because they trust who communicated to them in their language. Now, you probably never thought to be in that type of newspaper until now. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's a strategy. Now, this was extremely affordable to be in that newspaper. It also, you could be in those magazines. You see, when you understand the avatar and you understand how people buy and they buy who they trust, then guess what? You now have that strategy to look at where else can you be in. We've been in all kinds of different Spanish magazines and newspapers and directories and everywhere in between. The lowest marketing cost, the most effective because they trust us. Now, okay, I guess since we're doing marketing, I should give you. Now, I'm not telling you to do this because I'm a bold marketer and I have skills and I know how to navigate the thing. But just to give you a sense of how you could market different today, I built this one. Your boss is a cheap tight ass. Apply at Food Dog. Our focus is making you wealthy in life, your career, and your bank account. So if you came across an ad like this and you're at a PE firm working or you're at a company and you're not feeling rewarded or burnt out through the summer or abused through the winter, who do you think you're going to call? You're going to call me. But now they're going to call you because you're thinking different about recruiting. Now, everything in business and marketing is going to come down to the term called what? Come on, avatar. It's going to come down to the term called avatar. Now, there's a bunch of avatars. There is an avatar just for the employee you're trying to get and hire. That's an avatar, where they live, how they think, their habits, their hobbies, right? One of my best things was in marketing is our avatar. A fair amount of them were hunters. So you know what our ad was? Never miss opening day of buck season again. Are you giving me a mic drop for that? Okay. But if you do not have your formal avatar, your customer, or your employee that you're trying to hire, and it is not documented like this, where all your marketing is aligned with how they think about money and work and family and goals, then you're missing out. If you work with any marketing agency, any marketing guru, any expert, any consultant, anybody out there, and this is not one of the very first thing they did with you, you should fire them. I'm sorry. Hey, don't tell people, don't send the haters to me because I'm just going to tell them this makes logical sense, right? Because if you don't know the DNA of who you're marketing to, you're just guessing. And I would imagine a lot of you are probably bleeding out good money, correct? All right. Can you handle more? Are you filling up pages and notes? You're pausing, writing notes, and I'd imagine some of you are probably a little mad at your coach. I don't want you to be mad. They're good people. They probably just don't have the wisdom of doing over $500 million like me and growing and scaling two mega companies and exiting them and writing. Now it's well over 28 books. So don't be mad at them. They just don't know. But it doesn't mean you have to stay stuck in your future. All right, this is a cool one I wanted to bring to you. If you're in now, remember, you could apply. We teach how to apply these strategies into anything from agency to IT companies to plumbing companies and everywhere in between. This was called a healthy home report, but you could create any healthy report you want. Now, this one is gangbusters because it was a healthy home report where you can check the indoor air quality, the water quality. You do a special check on the basement. You do energy efficiency of the water heaters and products, and then you even do an electrical audit. Now, just what I shared with you, if your people, now you could sell this healthy home report to a client and charge them to do this stuff. You could do it for free. You could do it to fill in what people would call shoulder season, which shoulder season, if you know the term, the down seasons, is called lack of education and lack of skills. I'm sorry, you might as well hear it from me. If you haven't figured out, I'm going to give it to you real and raw. I'm not going to hold back on it because I want to serve you. But this type of report can be used in so many ways. It will make a fortune of money for you because it brings awareness to the consumer. Okay, I got a little bit more. We're not done yet. When you decide to enter our world, we have a platform that tracks exactly the strategies for you to put in place in your company. Sales strategies, leadership strategies, marketing strategies, and you can go through them one by one and check them off in your company. So you have the best practice. But here's the thing, I don't want you to have the best of just duplicating some other company. We show you how to put these strategies in your company so you're unique and different. Otherwise, if there's so many organizations and coaches, they work with like 30 people, companies in New Jersey. They're all doing the same crap at the same time in the same way. You do see that as a problem, everybody, right? I learned that many, many years ago. You have to take the strategy and make it unique to you. And that's exactly what we help you with. And that's why we help people faster grow than anybody else out there today. And I'm sure based on what I've already shared with you, you could see that. Now, we do know that some employees like to be incentivized. So we teach exactly how to put a strategic spiff incentive program in place. Now, that program could be to help get products customers don't know about. It could help create retention of your team. It could help the customer. And we have it, it's done for you, it's built. We look at your strategy, your company, we modify it for you. It becomes your intellectual property. Boom, it's in your company. Your team's motivated. The customers are purchasing more because they love it. Now, this is a good time for me to pause. Let me share something our organization is not. If you're looking for someone to teach you how to take advantage of people and hard sell them and stick pens in their face to buy, that's not going to be us. We are here to serve customers and serve people at the highest level with the highest integrity. So if you're looking for someone to teach you how to burn out a market, abuse and hard sell with all this trickery, I have names for you. They're all over Facebook. I'll give you a bunch of people that I know, but that's not going to be us. All right, a couple more things. We have strategic direct mail pieces that we teach our clients to send out. And these direct mail pieces are how to follow up on old leads, even as far as 3 years ago, and how to get them re-engaged if they did not buy the solution yet. And after they're re-engaged, guess what? They will buy from you. We give you the whole system, the strategy, who to mail. We tell you even the system to go to mail it at the most affordable rate. Now, when you're doing jobs, a lot of you, are you getting, I'm bouncing around some different things because I can't just talk all direct mail pieces. You'll get foggy of all these strategies. I'm sure you already have. If you don't have 6 pages of notes, well, then you're better than me and you should send me a message and I'll invest in you to learn from you. Now, the other thing is when you're doing jobs, it doesn't matter if it's generators or furnace air conditioners, you're doing sewer drain replacement or pipelining or water filtration or indoor air quality systems or everything else we've done, garage doors. We have this. These are installation quality control checklist. Whatever you don't have a quality control checklist with, you pretty much have a prayer that you're not going to get a call back or something wasn't missed. But let's face it, your team already has so much to listen to. I mean, to listen to from you and to do. I mean, they have a lot. So if you don't have a checklist, then they are missing things. Okay, I did bring a couple more direct mail for you because I wanted to just show you how powerful it could be when you get the resources. This one you're going to do. A lot of you, I know because I have a following in a lot of people that wear boots and a lot of HVAC. I mean, I did over 19 million in 1 year in HVAC installs alone. This is a direct mail. Look at it. We're overstocked and reduce inventory direct mail. Boom. This direct mail piece with the overstock over inventory, you might as well call it a profit grenade. It works so good, so fast. Now, I'm not telling you just to use the direct mail. We got it already working when we were answering the phone. Would you like to know about our over inventory promotion we have right now? Then we're sending a text message. We got an email blast. We show you how to create simple, easy funnels. You don't need a big go high level system. You don't need some strategic marketing software through ServiceTitan that you spend a lot of extra money on. You don't need some crazy thing in House Call Pro or Salesforce. I'll show you how to make it simple. And we'll deliver it in a simple way where you understand it and you don't have to feel intimidated by it. This was another beautiful direct mail piece I ran many years ago, probably over a decade ago. This is the best updated version that I've ever built. Get fast relief, right? Look, it connects beautiful copy with an incredible image with colors to attract your eye. Everything is built with psychology built into it. Okay. It's built with psychology into it. The words matter, the color matters, the placement matters. Even this was a special direct mail piece, which was a mega coupon direct mail piece. Why? If you only send one offer, there's only one thing to think about. But if you send a lot of offers, there's a lot. Now, you're probably at this point saying, okay, I've either overloaded your mind with so many beautiful strategies, you'll just implement it and maybe you'll make another 100,000, couple 100,000, or a million more just from what I shared. And I hope so. Some of you are like, okay, if I had those resources, those tools, and implement it, man, Mike, I've been trying to build that stuff for decades. You're going to save me a decade and you're going to save me time and aggravation and money because I'm spending all this money on coaches and organizations and gurus and agencies and they're getting me nowhere and I keep spending more money. If that's the case, just go and book a time and let's see if we're a fit. Now, we're going to teach you how to run a real organization. Most people do not even have an organizational chart in their company. They don't know how to build it. They try building it from someone who owns $100 million company. That makes no sense. They don't understand how to build the marketing, the sales, the operation, and the admin. They don't understand how to build it with C level like CEO and CFO and COO and CMO. They don't know how to build it with directors and then managers and junior managers and team leaders. They don't know how to build the structure. And if you don't have the structure of how to scale, how the hell are you going to scale? I know your brain right now is firing and you're like, oh my goodness, Mike, you are connecting so many dots. And I'm glad that you were brave enough and you took action wherever you came across this, your business warning to say, I'm curious enough to watch it to see if this is the missing piece. So, congratulations and kudos to you. We'll also teach you this. This is how to put what we call a scorecard under every single position in your company. So you have a KPI, key performance indicator, that you can track everybody, not just service people or sales people or customer service people, even people that might do permits in your company or deliver parts. They need to have a scorecard and they need a process and system to be held accountable to and also to help them improve. Not only do we have template of this and help you build it, we have the scorecard for every single role. Those scorecards alone, I paid over $150,000 to hire a coach from a very specific organization that built those. And I paid them to come and spend 18 months with me to teach the strategy. I am not complaining about the money at all because you do know between the two companies, and that's as of 2020, I've done way more in companies that I've taken equity in and companies that we own, well over $500 million. So every dollar I spent on all of these strategies that I've been teaching you today, I'm honored to have invested. Because if you don't invest in your future, it's pretty tough for your future to invest in you. Okay, I have three last things to show you. Buckle up, breathe in, shoulders back. Let's do it. The other one is we have complete. Now, all of the things I showed you have stuff like this. Exact process system to plug and play. No overwhelming thing. This one was an employee exit and retention control program. You see, there's a good chance your employees will leave you and someone might leave you, but are you learning from it? Now, inside this program, we have the exact strategy that if you're letting go of somebody or someone has to leave, it's everything you need to do. the questions to ask them, the things to get back, the departments to notify. It is a complete program here that this has taken us a long time to build this program. It's the most in-depth, easy implementable exit and employee retention control program that ever existed. How do I know? I built it myself with my team. Okay, two more things. The last two of the, and then I have one more for you. You ready for this? You see, the thing about marketing is it takes time, and you guys don't have time. So you have to pay people. But then they do stuff that's crappy and it's not aligned with you and your organization. So one of the things that we do, now remember, I'm sharing what we do, but you could take the strategy and do it yourself. I'm not teasing you with it. I'm not teasing you with it. I gave you all the strategy. You could write it down and go, I'm going to build this and build the direct mail and build the coupon and I'm going to build the exit strategy. But I want to show you at least. So if you're in the market or you're considering someone to help you, we would be honored to serve you. What we do now, this is just one of them. This is our monthly swipe and deploy. This is only for the electricians, this one. We have this for plumbing and HVAC, and we have a specific system that you could build it out for any industry. First, I want to show you, look at how thick this is. Look at this. This thing in here, the monthly swipe and deploy, it has everything you need. Blog post, you can have a basic team member take this information and put it right into your organization. They could schedule it out. Look, it has the exact post in there. We give you inside here strategic graphics that you could modify for your company. Yeah, you could use ChatGPT. You could build some graphics and stuff. But you see, if you don't understand the strategy, what the hell are you asking ChatGPT and AI? You see, you can only get out of AI at the level of skill you have to ask the questions to get it. But when you have somebody that's done well over 500 million that knows how to ask the questions, we know how to do it so it fits your company and you could put it in place. Also inside here, man, there's so much in here. Whole social media content suite. Exactly everything for social media. Now, these aren't basic headlines. This isn't ChatGPT stuff. This is stuff written by strategic copywriters that understand the psychology of humans. They know what makes people make decisions. They know what gives value. We have, oh man, I got stuff, Facebook here. I got stuff for Twitter in here. YouTube videos. You don't know what videos to use. You don't know how to record them. You don't know the theory behind it. So you're doing YouTube videos. You could have 1,000 and it gets no effectiveness at all. And then you're not sharing it with customers. You don't know how to use it to sell, to have customers purchase from you. We teach the whole strategy inside here. Even strategic emails. Are you blown away by this? Now look, you could build all this stuff out for you. We have a team here at Food Dog of over 40 team members in 8 countries. So of course you could try to build this thing out. But unless you have a good 5 team members that work on this every single month with the call to action, with the copy, with the writing, look at this one. Look at the design. Your electrical system is at risk. Don't ignore the signs. So yeah, you could go hire 5 people to do this, or look at this one, July inspection savings. This, I'm always blown away when I look at these. Now this is just the one. We have these for every single month of the year. We're constantly improving and putting them in. So maybe at this point, maybe that's the thing that says, Mike, man, I should schedule a call with you just to see how you can move me faster, because what you shared there is more than anybody has shared with me in a long time. I hope so. My goal was to serve you. Last thing, this is just a picture of our proprietary platform. If you look over here, we have everything in there from leadership resources, branding, things if you're starting a company, marketing, sales, service and delivery, operations, even if you're looking to exit your company. There's over probably 1,400 resources, intellectual property of stuff that I built to plug and play in any type of industry. Yeah. So where do we go from here? If you got value and you're interested in us, Food Dog Group, helping you with life, business, wealth by design, We will get on a call with you. You just have to pick a time. And when we get on a call with you, you could ask us any question you want. If it's a fit, we'll be honored to serve you. And if it's not, we'll serve you with other solutions. But here's my main goal today is to make sure your business is not at risk so your family does not suffer in the future. Hey, I'm Mike Agliaro. You're worthy of your next level, and I'm rooting for you. Boom.